Hello everyone, welcome back to class. I thought I would do a gentle to moderate classical Hatha class today with a bit of Pranayama preparatory exercise called Nadi Shodhana, which is a lovely way to start off your practice and to end your practice. It gets you into the Zen mode for the practice, and it also helps you just to integrate the magic of the yoga at the end of the practice. So I thought we'd maybe just do a few minutes of Nadi Shodhana at the beginning and a few minutes at the end. And we're going to do some nice gentle Hatha postures. Now I may hold them for a bit of time, so obviously you come out slowly if I'm holding them for too long than is comfortable for you. This is your practice, and I will try and remind you of that as we're holding a posture as well. But don't feel that just because you're not holding the postures for as long as I am, that's any reflection. It's your practice and what your body feels it can do today. Okay, so that being said, I would just like you to find a nice comfortable seated position. Sukhasana is perfect if you can manage that. This is sitting here and start to regulate the breath. As always, I like to connect in with the breath anyway to begin with. So let's just start with the Ujjayi breath. That nice deep inhale through the nose using the diaphragm and exhale. So we'll just inhale and exhale. And just take a few moments to settle in. Bring your focus inwards to the body. Allow the shoulders to relax. And as you just take a few deep breaths in, you can imagine perhaps yourself just rooting down through the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, into Mother Earth. Just grounding your practice today. Okay, so we're just going to take another 3 breaths, Ujjayi breaths. Okay, so we've now got ourselves into a nice grounded position. We're now going to just do a few minutes of Nadi Shodhana. So I'd like you to take your ring finger and your thumb of your right hand. And I want you to place the thumb over the right nostril, but just lightly, don't press down just yet. And the ring finger over the left nostril, and again, don't press down at the moment, okay? So we're going to first of all press down the left nostril with the ring finger. We're going to take a nice deep breath in with the right nostril. Just hold that breath. I want you to take the thumb onto the right nostril and close that nostril and release the left one and exhale. Now stay where you are, right thumb on that nostril. Inhale in the left nostril again. Hold for a moment as you close the left nostril with that inhale, and then open up the thumb, exhale out the right nostril. Inhale again in the right nostril. Close the right nostril, open up the left nostril, blow out the air from the left nostril. Inhale again through the left nostril. Close the left nostril, exhale out of the right nostril. Inhale again through the right nostril. Close that nostril, open up the left with the ring finger, exhale out. Inhale again, and you get the gist, okay? So let's keep that rhythm going. Exhaling out the thumb, closing the thumb. Inhaling. Exhaling. We'll let you do that for a few moments, okay? Let's just do another 2 or 3. And then just bring yourself back to normal breathing. So what you'll notice now is that there is a bit of calm now in your body because you have to concentrate on opening and closing those nostrils and breathing in and out through the nostrils. You'll also notice that air is going up both nostrils equally. Quite often throughout our day we breathe more in the right nostril or the left nostril and it alternates. This is a nice way to bring balance back so that the body is receiving the oxygen through both nostrils equally. It's a really nice practice to do, and it's a really good practice to do even before you go to bed at night. If you have trouble sleeping, you suffer from insomnia, something like this for 5 to 10 minutes before you go to bed is a really great way just to calm that monkey mind down, calm the mind down entirely, and it gets yourself ready for sleep. So it's a really good one to practice. We'll practice it again at the end of the practice here today. So that if you didn't quite get the hang of it then, we'll do another instruction at the end. Okay, so here we are back to our practice. Okay, take a nice deep breath in and take the left hand behind, grab the right hand there, and I want you to bring both hands round as far as you can round your back. So you're opening the left shoulder. And then I want you just to take an inhale, and as you exhale, just take that head over to the right. And just allow the left shoulder to drop. Take this nice deep breath in. Of course, when you get more familiar with my yoga classes, you'll find that you don't need as much instruction, perhaps, from me. So, you can always put a nice little bit of music on in the background and just follow my lead. Sometimes that can help you get more into your yoga practice. Okay, inhale back up, and I want you just to take the other side now, that right arm all the way around as far as you can go. Inhale and exhale, take the head over to the left. Breathe. And release. Just take the hands onto the knees and take a nice deep breath in as I want you to take your head down to the chest. And then inhale the head up towards the ceiling. Back to neutral. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your head down to the right. Inhale back to the left. Inhale back to centre, and then we're going to circle. Exhale down, and then circle the head all the way around. Nice and slowly. Up to the centre, take a deep breath in here, and then exhale down to the chin again, and then the other way round. Nice circle. Back to the centre. Okay, take a deep breath in, bring the arms up to the ceiling, and then I want you to bring the back down halfway and engage the arms, engage the triceps. I just want you to do some nice circles with the arms. We'll just warm up the shoulders a little bit more and the arms. So just nice circles here. Keep yourself nice and upright, so you use your core to keep the spine nice and elongated. So just circling the arms, and then other way around. Just engaging the arms, making them nice and strong. Keep your ujjayi breath going all the way through. Okay, keep the arms outstretched, and then I want you to bring the arms in front of you, clasp the fingers, and I want you to reach the hands away from your body. So you're opening up the shoulder blades now. Nice deep breaths here. Now take a nice deep breath in, and then I want you to take your chin to the chest on the exhale. Really feel that shoulder opening up now. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep breath in, bring your head back up, bring your arms back down, well done. Okay, just going to take yourself straight into a warm-up twist, left hand to right knee, right hand behind, lifting up in the chest. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back to centre, inhale the arms up, and exhale other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back to centre, bring the legs out in front. You may need to just bring a little bit of blood circulation back into the legs, so just point and flex the toes. Let's circle the legs, the ankles, and back. Excellent, okay, well done. Okay, so we're going to just come up into a nice standing position. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet to the front of the mat. I'll do a couple of sun salutations, just to start to warm through the body, make sure all the muscles are moving. So, standing in our Samasthiti, inhale the arms up, exhale, forward fold. Don't worry if you have to bring a bend into your knees here. We're going to inhale a nice straight back. We're going to take that right foot back. Okay, well, let's just rest here in our lunge position. Just take a few deep breaths here. Just allow yourself to sink to the floor. Okay, we're going to position ourselves for plank, so we're going to roll that right foot, come back into plank. Let's hold here. 1, 2, remember if it's too much, you can always bring your knees to the floor. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to bring ourselves down to the ground, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can bring your knees to the floor for gentle and come down, all the way to the floor. Inhale up to a cobra. Well, it really is an upward dog, but if you want to bring a cobra, just for gentleness. Hold. Breathe. Okay, curl the toes under, use the knees if you wish to come up into downward dog. Let's just take 5 deep breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Or you can always bring a knee bend in here as well if you're really struggling a little bit with the hamstrings. 4. And 5. Okay, now we're going to bring that right foot up to the hands, so we're having a nice low lunge the other side. And again, just relax. Nice deep breaths. Just breathing through. Okay, we're going to just curl that left toe, bring it up towards the right foot, look up with a nice straight back, exhale into the knees, and inhale the arms back up and back down to Samasthiti. Okay, and again, left side, arms up on the inhale, exhale, inhale straight back, exhale left foot back. Again, we're going to come into our nice gentle low lunge, just hold it nice and steady. We're just opening up and warming up the body, breathing through. 4, and 5. Curl the left toes under, bring yourself back into plank. Hold for 5 if you can. 1, 2, remember hold that core nice and strong, 4, and 5. Coming down towards the floor. Remember you can bring your knees to the floor all the way down, up into upward dog if you can manage, or cobra if not. Hold steady, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Curl the toes under, back into downward dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring that left foot up now to join the hands, the right foot. Look with a nice straight back. Exhale into the knees and inhale. The arms up and back down to Samasthiti. Well done. Okay, I'd like to do Surya Namaskar B, okay? So I'm going to bend the knees now. Inhale, the arms up. We're going to exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, right foot back, followed by the left into plank. We're going to exhale down to the floor. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, we're going to bring the left foot in towards the right foot up to the hands. We're going to come straight into our warrior 1. Exhale the hands back down, back to plank. That same exhale takes you all the way down and up. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot to the left foot up to the hands. Warrior 1. Exhale down. Back to plank. Exhale down to the floor. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Now I'm going to hold this for 10 breaths just so that anyone who's needing to catch up through the moves can do so. Those who are there with me, just get an extra little bit in downward dog, which is always good. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to bring that right foot up to the hands, followed by the left. Look up and straight back. Exhale into the knees. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to come up. And exhale down to Samasthiti. Brilliant. One more. Other side. Okay, bend the knees, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the knees at the same time if you can. Looking up again with a straight back, bring the left foot back into lunge, followed by the right into plank. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. This is gentle version. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bring the left foot in towards the right foot up to the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Back to plank. Exhaling down. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling downward dog. Right foot to left foot up. Exhale down. All the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. 10 breaths. 9, and 10. Well done. Bring that left foot up to the hands, followed by the right. Look up with a straight back. Exhale into the knees, bend the knees, bring the arms up, and exhale back to Samasiddhi. Well done. Okay, right, I just want you to take your feet to hip width apart. Take a nice deep breath in and come forward using your core all the way down towards the floor. Now you can bend your knees here again if your hamstrings are struggling. Otherwise, just hang down here. You can grab your toes Ashtanga style if you wish. Or you can grab your elbows and just hang. And just allow that blood just to rush into the head, oxygenated. Now that you've brought a little bit of oxygen pumping around that body, you want to get it now into the brain. So take a nice deep breath, bring that oxygen in. Just breathing through, well done. Okay, alright, we're looking up. I just want you to take that right foot back. I want to come into a nice low lunge again. Alright, so we're just going to hold our low lunge. Bring the both hands on that knee. Take some nice deep breaths in. 1. And 2. Okay. And now I want you just to twist to the left with the arms, okay? So we're going to hold that steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the arms down. Swing to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your arms down. Now we're going to just do a nice reverse. So the right hand comes down behind that right leg. Left hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. And then bring the left hand down to the left hand side of that left foot. Bring the arm right over and you reach out. So that gin and tonic is how to reach. Keep reaching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I want you to bring that right hand down. Now, I want you now to curl the toes, the right toes under, and I want you to bring that right foot, that right leg all the way around and just sit down in a twist. So, let me just show you, you want to end up like so. Okay, so you're in a nice, both sitting bones on the floor, but your left leg over. Nothing too major, nothing too much of a deep twist or legs, just as you are. Take a deep breath in, and I just want you to turn around to the left, take the right elbow to that left knee. I'm just going to do a nice gentle twist. Okay, so I'm going to move back into the position I was before so that I can show you how to come out. So we're in this position, a nice gentle twist, breathing through. Three, 4, and 5. Well done. Okay, so just take that left leg over to the other side, coming back into downward dog from there. Got a bit of dust in this room, I think. Okay, 5 breaths. 1, 2, hope you were able to follow me there. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so from here, I want you to take the right leg up now and come back into a nice lunge this side. Okay, so we're taking our deeply lunging into this side now, nice and gentle. Just take it nice and easy here. And 5. Okay, now we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Keep it nice and steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Arms down, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take that left hand down the left leg. Arm up. Breathe in. 1. Keep that core steady. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that right hand down to the outside of that right foot. Bring the left arm over and you're reaching out for that gin tonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Now bring that left hand down. Now, you're curling the left toe under, okay? You're coming up. You're just bringing that left knee round. And you're coming into that nice twist again this side, okay? With the sole of the foot on the floor. Nice deep breath in. Bring the left elbow round into the right knee. And we'll do a nice twist this side. And breathing through, remember, deep breaths. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Bring that right leg round, bring it out in front of you, legs together, deep breath in, forward fold. Again, just as deep as you can manage. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming up. Okay. Right, I want you to bring the feet up here in front of you. Alright, we're going to come up into a Malasana. Okay? So hopefully that's not too difficult. Again, you can always hang on to the mat if you're finding that's a little bit tricky. Or just come up into a higher squat. And if you really are finding it too hard to bring your body all the way down, it's quite strong in the old hips and groin. So if you need to just do a bit of a higher squat, that's okay just now. Don't worry about that. It's just enough to start the process of opening up the hips. So we're going to just take a nice deep breath here. 5 deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to bring ourselves up. Okay, now you can use your hands if you need to push yourself up, or if you're able just to bring yourself up to standing, that's great. Alright, bring your feet a little bit further wide apart again to goddess position, so the heels are slightly turned in. I'm going to come down into a nice plie position. Now I want you to have your back nice and straight, core nicely engaged, knees sort of pointing backwards but not over the toes. It's quite a lot of positioning to think about. So we need to hold this position. Now you can take your hands onto your belly if you want to start to think about the breath again. Holding this position while allowing the Ujjayi breath to circulate. So allowing the belly to expand on the inhale as you bring in that air. And then just feeling it, the exhale coming out, the belly coming back in. So use your diaphragm. Hold this position. So if you're taking your mind to your breath, You're not necessarily thinking about what's going on with the legs as such. So let's take 3 breaths in. 1, exhaling. 2, and then exhaling. And then 3. Well done. Straighten out the legs. Bring that left foot in and the right foot out. So we're coming into our triangle position. Straighten the legs here. Bring the arms up. Reach out with the right and come down towards the floor. Now again, remember, it can be anywhere you feel comfortable, but you don't want to put any weight on there, on your leg. Okay, so you can have your right hand down pointing to the floor, left hand up. You can grab your toe, or you can just simply be here. Whichever feels comfortable for you, but you just want to be able to feel that nice lengthening through the left hand side. Alright, so we're just going to hold this, and again, lift the kneecaps, helps to keep the legs active. If you have to bring a little bend in that knee, that's okay, particularly if you've got very tight hamstrings, okay? But ultimately you want to try and get to the point where you can lengthen all the way through. You can take your gaze up to the left fingertips if you can, but if that's too much for your neck, you can either just have a nice neutral position, or you can look down to that right foot. Okay, whatever you feel is fine for you. Keep breathing through, root down through the soles of the feet. Remember, we're grounding down with our root into Mother Earth. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to push down with our feet as we come up to steady ourselves with a strong core. Well done. Okay, let's swivel round, other side, okay? And again, hips are forward here, reaching out the left, coming down. And just holding this position nice and steady. Keep it nice and steady. Knees, core, lengthen through the side. Gaze up towards the middle finger of the right hand if you can. Slowly just allow your body to relax into this position and breathe. Holding for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come back up again. Well done. Bring the arms back down. Legs together. Okay, I'm just going to come in and do a nice little chair pose. So feet together. Okay, we're going to just bend the knees. And then we're going to just take the arms up. So we're going to pin the palms together, shoulders down, chest lifted, knees together, ankles together. So we're nice and steady in our balance. Looking up to the right, to the fingertips of thumbs. And breathing in, holding steady. Hold it steady. Feel that lovely stretch in the calves. And it really makes your legs work really hard, even just holding this position here. It's very good for mental health, this position. Hold steady. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I want you to hold that position. I want you to slowly come down in a squatting position. Take your time, slowly come down until you have to perhaps take the heels off. And I want you to bring the hands round, straighten the back, knees pointing towards the floor. Hold steady. Strong in the core. Holding it steady, you're 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Bring your hands down. Bring that left foot back and the right foot back into downward dog. Let's just hold our downward dog nicely for 10 breaths. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, now I want you to take that left knee up and the left foot out. I want you to swivel round on that right foot and come up into a nice kind of modified side plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that hand down, bring yourself back into downward dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Other side. Right foot comes through. Modify round. Swing round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Back to downward dog. Nearly done here. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the knees to the floor. Well done, everybody. Okay, just come and sit in the knees position. Nice straight back. Okay, just to have a little bit of a breather here and just to rock through the arms. Sitting in this position, I want you to take the right hand up and take it down your back. So grab your shoulder blade, and then I want you to take the left hand behind and grab the fingers of that right hand. Okay? So just take a nice deep breath. Just allow the shoulders to relax, but you are trying to grab the fingers. Now please don't worry if you can't do that. Hold that there. I'll just show you with a strap, if you get one of these, or even just the belt of a dressing gown would do. So if you can't reach, okay, you can always do something like this. Alright, so if you're quite far away from grabbing your fingers, you can bring a belt like this you can buy in any sports shop really, or just a belt with a dressing gown would do the job. That just allows you to hold your hands into position while you're holding the hands until your shoulders release enough. You can come slowly out of that. We'll do the other side, and again the same thing applies. So one of the sides also might be more difficult than the other to hold that position, so you might find you will need assistance to help with the other side. So let's just do that. Left hand, right hand. I know this side is not as good for me. So again, if you struggle, get yourself, hand on the side, get yourself a belt, okay, so that you can still hold yourself in position with the arms, but the belt is also giving you that extra length, okay? Particularly if you've had shoulder injuries or rotator cuff injury, things like that, you can find that your shoulders are actually quite tight, and so you might not just be able to have that flexibility in the shoulders. So again, modify, modify, modify until the scar tissue that might be there is slowly softened through regular yoga practice, and then you will find you'll have a lot more movement in your shoulders, all sorts of parts of the body. It's always good to modify and just keep practicing. Excellent. Okay, now what I would like to do now for the last little bit is I'd like just to do a little bit of gentle back bending, a little bit of nice stretching through the legs. So we're going to come onto our fronts. Okay. We've done quite a bit of warming up of the back in the sun salutation, so just come into Sphinx position just now. And just allow yourself to relax into this position. Allow the back to get used to being in this position. Take it easy. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take a nice deep breath, and then we're going to take our gaze all the way around and look down towards our right heel. And just relax into this position, breathing through. And 3, 4, 5. Coming round to the centre. Take a deep breath in here. And then round to the other side. Exhale down, looking to the left heel. Breathing through. Just feel that really subtle stretch now. Down the right hand side of that lower back as you look down towards your left heel. And 5, coming back to centre. Okay, so if you're still okay here, we're going to raise that right foot, take the weight on the left arm, and we take that right hand round, and we're going to push our foot away. So we're creating a nice stretch in our right shoulder, and a little bit of resistance in the right leg. 4, and 5. Now we're going to take the resistance away from pushing away to bringing it down towards our bottom. And again, don't worry too much if it's a bit tight. You can also use your belt to wrap around your foot. If you are quite beginner, if you can't reach your foot, grab the strap and you can always do this. Okay? Alright? Just modify with the strap if you need. Okay, bring that right leg down. Okay, left side, we're going to take the left hand, left foot, push the left foot away from your hand so that you're bringing a nice stretch into the left shoulder. Breathing. 4 and 5, and then we're bringing it down, the heel down towards our bottoms, breathing through, just a nice quad stretch. And 5, and release. Excellent. Okay, bring the hands under the shoulders, we'll come slowly up into child's pose. Extended child's pose, allow yourself to relax here. Okay, coming back up again, we're going to come forward again. Alright, and we're going to take, what we're going to do is we're going to do a Shalambhasana before we do the final position, which is quite a deep back bend. So we're going to take our hands underneath our shoulders, okay? And then on the inhale, we're going to lift our head, neck and shoulders off the floor, but leave the feet on the ground. We're going to hold this, now remember you need your core on the inhale to hold your positioning here. You will feel it very strongly in the lower back of your body and also maybe a little more in the midsection as well. So if you keep your core nicely engaged, you're supporting your back, and as you're lifting, you are stimulating all the muscles in the spinal column and all around the back. So you're building strength in your back, which is excellent for posture. So keep breathing and keep holding for as long as you can. Come down, of course, if you need to have a rest. It's your practice. 3, 4, and 5. Come down, have a few breaths. Okay, this time we're going to come up, we're going to lift the legs as well. Right, now if you find it a bit uncomfortable, you can put a blanket underneath your pubic bone. That can sometimes be a little bit painful when you're doing this particular exercise. Okay, so we're going to inhale, we're going to lift legs and head, neck and shoulders. 1, breathing through. Keep breathing. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back down. Well done. Just take a little rest here. Now, you can either come up into a sphinx if you've kind of had enough, or if you want to add a bit of extra arms in here, we can do Shavasana slightly differently. So I would have my arms out like so. Again, it's all about the core. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift the arms and the legs. So we're going to inhale, breathing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back down. Take a rest. Now, for those of you who have had enough of this, you can just come back into Sphinx, or you can come back into Child's Pose. For those who are slightly more advanced and want to add more to this, we're going to come into bow position. Alright, so we're going to take the feet. Now, if you want to do another Shavasana, that's fine as well, whatever you want to do. But for those who are wanting to go a little bit of a challenge, a bit deeper, if you can grab your feet with your both arms, that would be fabulous. Now, if you can't grab your feet with your hands, I don't recommend you do it with 2 straps, because really it's too intense a back bend to do without being able to grab your feet. I would probably suggest you just work up to that. Okay, are we ready? Take a nice deep breath. Okay, engage the core, and we're going to lift and hold. 1, we'll just do 10 breaths. 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, if you need to come down earlier, come down, but please come down slowly. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly come down. Well done. Hands under the shoulders. Take a little breath. And then slowly come back into Child's Pose again. Well done. And just rest here. And 5. Slowly come up, and then I want you just to bring yourself around, particularly if you've done the bow. I want you to bring yourself all the way around, okay? Down your asana. I want you to come down into a forward fold. It's always good if you've done a deep back bend to do a nice deep forward fold. It just really helps to iron out that back bend. So again, just come as deeply as you can, breathing through. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Slowly coming back up again. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we're just going to finish off with 5. Well, it's just say a few minutes of Nadi Shodhana again. I just want you to have this reinforced how you do this, okay? It's always nice to finish your practice anyway with a bit of meditation, and this is a really good way of getting yourself into that. So whether you want to do this first and then go into Shavasana, or whether you want to do this and do a nice meditation, that's quite a good way to end a practice. Shavasana is always the best way to end a practice because it really does integrate the yoga into your body. Okay, now again, so it's ring finger over the left nostril, thumb over the right. Now, so we start, okay, by closing the ring finger nostril, the left nostril, and taking a big deep breath in with the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale out the right. And so in. Inhale through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Carry on. Let's just do another 3 rounds. And then when you've done your 3 rounds, just take yourself back to normal breathing. Ujjayi breath. And you can do as many minutes of that as you like. This is the introductory 2-3 minutes there. As I say, a wonderful practice. Don't hesitate to contact me by email if you're still not unsure of what we're doing there. I can easily do another instruction of this. If not, bring it into another class. I can certainly put it up on the website somewhere, so don't hesitate to get in touch. With any questions at all, actually, I'm here. Okay, so we'll just finish our practice today again in the usual fashion, hands together, take a deep breath. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you everyone. Good practice today. See you next time.